Man, why would somebody want to do this to a Zenith? Looks brand new. So for today's adventure, I am back up in Frackville County, just north of St. Clair on State Game Lands 326. My son and I had come and done this one last year. I think it was last year, around the same time, because there was snow on the ground. There's a little bit of snow left on the ground. Basically, the State Game Lands is along the mountain in the split between St. Clair and Frackville, and it ran along the old Pennsylvania and Reading Railroad. So we're, kind of be walking in the old, basically where the railroad tracks and stuff were, that helped move anthracite around, because anthracite was a big thing up here. If it weren't for anthracite, this place wouldn't probably exist. So yeah, so we're gonna try to diversify a little bit today and go down a couple other little trails and see where it takes us. Gonna explore a little bit. I have been kind of on the busy side. My family is working on fostering, so between that and work and crappy weekends with rain and stuff like that, it's been really busy. But I'm also going to do a couple little one-shots where just little tidbits of history that I kind of want to share with people. So look for those. And if you like what I do, make sure you like and hit that little subscribe button. And so yeah, check it out. Walking through this cut here, you can definitely tell this used to be a railroad if you look in the woods. A lot of times I have a lot of the railroad ties just tossed off to the side. But there was a junction up here called Rail Junction. One of the many stations and junctions along the Pennsylvania Railroad. I'm not quite sure what this is. Sounds like it's on metal underneath. Yeah. Almost like a lever. One of my favorite things about winter around here is all those little ice floes that come out of the side of the mountain. Makes it look real nice. So if you were to go back in time to the 1800s, there is another track that's up that way, and then the track that's here, and then there was another track lower down, and they all met at that Rail Junction. And if you were to say, if you go back in time and look at this mountain, none of these trees would be here. It was basically all stripped. So every single one of these trees, if you look at them, they're all young trees. So it's kind of cool to see how even after these mountains were devastated by mining, how things have kind of bounced back a little bit. So mucky day. It rained a lot yesterday. There's lots of flooding. So I expect to not have clean boots. Clean boots are no fun. Got some old piping. Probably make a really nice animal home. So right around here is where that Weatherall Junction was. Could have been anything from just like a siding, like a split track. I have to look into it a little bit more. But it was just, you know, a junction of a bunch of different rail lines. So here's a fourth line. It's actually lower, runs right by the creek, which is its usual Frackville County red. And then went across that bridge there. You know you're in cold country when the water looks like that. Very red. So this was a building of some sort. Kind of see where the foundation went. Little tiny building. Might have been like an outbuilding for the railroad. Maybe there was a part of the mine or something. Doesn't look like it's very big. To find these little, so like little dowels of some sort. A big metal bar. I'm sure if you go metal detecting up here, it would go crazy. Man, why would somebody want to do this to a Zenith? Looks brand new. I still remember we had that kind of Zenith Magnavox. So there must be a pull-off or something up there, because this seems to be the place to dump things. Look at the tires, old tires, mattresses. Look at all the white walls. That's the white walls. Old TVs. Huh. Yeah. People are asses. So if you're driving up 61 towards Frackville, you'll see this on the right hand side. It's a massive retaining wall. Not sure what else it would be. Besides like a holdback for the tracks up top. Or maybe there's a building on top of it or something. I'm not sure. So we got down to the end of that lower trail. Came out to a paved road. And I wasn't sure, but I think across the street from the paved road wasn't it trespassing? Because they had like a sign there, but no, you know, there was no actual sign on it. So I wasn't gonna risk it. So now that I'm out of breath, I hopped up to the second level up here, up to that second railroad track to head back. Climbing mine tilings is not easy. It's very loose. Should have picked a better way. But I was halfway up and I said screw it. Better to keep going than go back down. But yeah, so we'll head back on this path. Again, you can see the beams of the old railroad track. It's not a very wide track, as you can tell as it weaves its way through this little cut here. See the tracks at one time went through that cut. Path goes off to the left, but we'll go up the middle. So I bushwhacked my way up to the top because I saw this other set of trails I haven't tried, and yeah, it's making me go back down. That's my luck. So we'll go back down. glad I climbed all the way up here. So I had one of those really creepy hiking alone moments. I was walking down this hill. I saw this really big rock formation, and it had this like cave in the side of it. And I thought I saw something move inside the cave, you know, look gray. I thought it was like a squirrel or something. So zoomed in, took a couple pictures, and my phone rang. It was a friend of mine, and talked to him for a minute. And I'm just kind of walking away. And after I got off the phone, I went back on my camera to look at the pictures, and this is what I saw. This is a picture I took of the railroad cut before I got to that rock formation. Another picture of the railroad cut before I got to the rock formation. And then I got to the rock formation, took a zoomed in picture of the hole. Oops. Hang on. And that's a zoomed in picture of the hole. That's a zoomed in picture of the hole. That's a zoomed in picture of the hole. And then that's the outside of the hole zoomed out. So that's creepy. So more than likely, it was a super coincidental issue with a zoomed in picture on a memory card that I've never had a single issue with ever. I took perfect pictures before and afterwards. Yeah. Old rusty Rivet. It's iron, heavy. I don't know, there's a rivet. Or is that a spike? Can't really tell. I think it's a rivet. I'm not sure if that's out of a train or what. So that was State Game Lens 326. Out between, halfway between like St. Clair and Frackville in Schuylkill County. Pretty cool. I mean, there's lots of Pennsylvania railroad history. You know, the old railroad beds, some abandoned things, lots of debris left over. If you're kind of into that thing, this is a cool place to check out. Not very heavily trafficked. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. I'll be hopefully posting another one very relatively soon. Again, if you go down into the show notes, there is a Google site that has my videos. It has the trailhead for the video and any kind of historical information, any kind of information you need to know with that video. So if you want to check out some of these places, you know, I hope the information there is helpful. But yeah, so that's it. See you next one.